G'day folks, Spackman here. Absolutely stoked to be with you here today, and I apologise. It's been 3 weeks or however long since the last video. I've gotten busy at home, and with Rift of Raigard still being 2, 3, 4 months away, I thought let's prioritise getting some things fixed up around the house while I do have this time, because I'm sure once Rift comes out, I'm going to be slogging videos out and really invested, and may as well use the time I have now. Again, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for me because I hold myself to some sort of standard, and I feel like I haven't met that by not putting these videos out. Rambling anyway. Once beta hits, we're going to start slogging the videos out day after day, hopefully. And I'm not actually yet in alpha, by the way, because I've been meaning to do these videos and I haven't done them. So that's what I'm trying to get done today. This one and a few others. Got some great videos in mind as well once I'm in alpha. Some really interesting things you're probably not going to see elsewhere. Anyway, with this video, there's something about Rift of Raigard that I hate. And I guess it's something I hate about me as well. And it's not going to be what you think. That's right, guys. Clash of Clans. Not what you're thinking, I'm sure, but I'll try and summarize it. I've tried to think about how I can summarize this, and I haven't come up with the best solution, but let's see how we go. So I obviously have done so much research and so many videos and analysis on Rift of Raigard, on its various features, comparing them to some other games. And I think I've dug my own grave here. I got so invested and so into what it had on offer that it's really highlighted all the things that I guess Clash doesn't have, or what it does have that it shouldn't have. And they're now really nagging at me, and they're frustrating me. And anyway, so I lost a fair bit of passion, and I'm hoping maybe this new update will help me out. But I've actually shifted the way I'm going to be playing the game to try and help me get through this. And as you can obviously see here, I'm on a farm base that I use to help me figure out what I'm upgrading next. I've got one of the mortars done. I've got another on the way. I've got 2 mortars to go. I've got 2 cannons, so 7 cannons to go to max, and then 4 more archer towers to go to max building-wise. The heroes still need to go 65, 65, 40, and we have a 3 troops, 5 troops to go, and like 4 or so spells. We'll bring up the profile here, and you can sort of see the mix. Everything black there basically needs to go up. And I'm historically a really avid hardcore clasher when I play constantly. I'm 300 to 500 attacks a season. There's only about 4 or 6 days left, I think, at this point in time, and I'm only at 126 to kind of give you some perspective on the fact that I'm just not really putting in the effort that I used to, because I'm just not feeling it. And we've also got the walls to go as well, of course, but they'll get done slowly. I've done a couple, like 5 so far, I think. Anyway, and my Town Hall 10's in the same boat, actually. The walls are maxed, the heroes are maxed, there's a few defenses to go and a couple lab upgrades. But in general, I looked at it before. I hadn't logged into it in a few days. Again, just not feeling it. And I think a key reason for that is the style of play for me has changed. You would have seen when I brought up the profile, I had a 61.49 personal best. That was actually at Town Hall 11, and that season I was a #1 pusher in the entire world back in December. And I can't do that anymore. I need, and Rift of Raigard has perfectly sold itself for this. I'm hoping it's going to end up pulling it off. A game that you can come into, you can put a little bit of time into, and you can leave. And that's just not possible in Clash, or at least not in the way that I play. I'm someone, when I do my war attacks, I'm a perfectionist. I try and think about everything. I look at everything. And I spend so long trying to think about the attacks purely because I can. And as a result, because I can, I feel like I should. I feel like I owe it to myself and also the clan and everyone else out there. And I can't help it. I tell myself, let's look at this, let's get it done in 15 minutes. You have other things to do. and it's just a rabbit hole. You go down, and I can't push because of the clouds. The clouds are gone, you might say. That's great, and that is great, by the way. I love that the clouds are gone. I love that we get heaps of loot in Legends now, and looting there isn't going to be a problem. But we end up coming into another problem, which is this: I've done the practice modes. I can't attack for the day. I have this one here that's been sitting there for ages, and I don't know why I haven't done it. That's outside of that, some friendly challenges and some war attacks, which we do currently have a war on at the moment. There's nothing to do. I've done my builder hall attacks for the day, and that's it. I like to invest myself, and there's nothing I can do outside of play the Town Hall 10 for a bit, but that's not enjoyable for me anymore for the reasons I mentioned before. I've lost that mojo. And obviously, I used to be in a clan, the Five Eyes, with let's bring it up here, with all my mates from back in the day. But I left because although we do decent in war, we're not a competitive clan, sort of hitting 50-50 wins and losses. And I felt that with where I am at the game at the moment, and personally, I wasn't enjoying it. It was frustrating, and I was personally taking it out on them because I wasn't enjoying it, and that was unfair. So I was like, I've got to tap out. I've got to step away. I did, and I found the Buy Forever family, the War family, who, if you know of them, you've been watching the Clash War League sort of scene for a while, as I have. I didn't realize they had such an extensive family of all these different types of clans. And I thought, bingo, that's exactly what I want. They've been really warm, open, welcoming. I'm in Spartan Law at the moment, which is their gatekeeping clan, as they have there, basically for trying out, seeing if I'm decent enough to stick with it. And so bring that up again. Unfortunately, replays have been lost because of the update, as I was in this video planning on showing. I had a nice triple in this war here. There you go on the number 4. And the most recent war, I think, was a 91 and 85% as well, both 2-star hits. So I'm doing decent attacks. Even in the triples, I still feel like I can do better. As again, I'm a perfectionist, and I'm not even happy when it's perfect. But while we're here, let's show an attack, because I haven't showed a Clash attack in a while. And hopefully maybe this sort of stuff, even though I don't plan on putting out Clash videos very often, if not ever, unless they're somehow related to Rift of Raigard, I still feel like, seeing as we are covering it in a way, we should show an attack. So, quick breakdown of where we are here. So the intention is, it's obviously a Queen Walk Lalo, or Queen Charge Lalo. Plan is I drop the king down here, get it to take out this stuff. I have a baby drag for the siege workshop, and the queen will come in, take out the eagle, air defense, queen and eagle, and the clan castle troops. Then basically Lalo, siege through here, take out the town hall, clean up the rest of the base, end up over here. And it went pretty well. Time was definitely a factor. It only just managed to get it all finished in time. I'm not quite sure when I actually dropped the troops. Where are we? So ending in 3 minutes. I'm just slowing it down to find out how close it actually was in the end. So the king comes down first. And where are you, mate? Where are you? Oh, okay. So there was a little bit more time there than I thought. Anyway, so you can see here, the king takes this area out, and funnels for the queen. She manages to go around. Got the healers there. I had to rage the queen to make sure she can get through these things in the air. Oh no, the king takes out the air defense. That was fortunate. But the E-drag starts taking getting into my healers, and the queen unfortunately sets up a skeleton trap, which means I have to waste her, or use her ability, not waste it, to take down the queen, as she wasn't focusing on that early. I end up, you'll see here, wasting a rage on my queen because I thought I could save her, and foolish. She was done for, and so I did have one wasted rage in this raid, but that's okay. Going over here, obviously decent spread of loons. The slammer popped early because I dropped it basically smack bang into a inferno. single targeting, and the wall breakers obviously in this raid weren't needed because of the way it was set up. And putting the loons through here, I could have saved that rage obviously for that town hall there, but with the warden ability and having so many loons coming through, it still went down pretty fast anyway. And I'm obviously dropping a few minions here and there to help clean up the outside, and the last of them get dropped at the very top over here. Then I do have at the very end 2 freeze and 1 haste left, and I figure obviously there's no splash defenses left. I wanted to use the freeze on the freezes on the air defense and the expo combo due to the damage DPS that's coming out there, and I'd save the haste for the very end, and obviously that's what's done there. So in the end, it's just a matter of cleanup, all going through. Pretty simple. Pretty happy with this. I've been trying bats lately. Honestly, I can't believe it. I've never used bats before. I've tried them recently, and I've been failing horrendously on, push farm bases. So I've got to try them on some war bases. Anyway, I'll quickly show you the base also before we do nick out of here that I'm going to be using while I push. I haven't tested this yet. It was a base that a mate used back in Five Eyes and did tremendously well in Clan War leagues. And obviously we were in Masters 1, Masters 2, so not quite in the Champs leagues. I'm not quite sure how it would do in those. A tremendous amount of 1-star hits on it, purely because people, for some reason, not funneling properly and getting stuck right next to the tunnel in the center, the tornado trap and the infernos nearby. So fingers crossed it does well for me in the push. Anyway, that's it for today. Basically, Clash of Clans, I'm trying to get myself back in the game, in here, in the Buy Forever War family, in Spartan Lore, because the end game content just really isn't there for me, and not being able to attack, not being able to do too much, it's dull. So I'm also hoping, therefore, that getting myself into alpha, hopefully within a few days, will solve that problem. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe, turn notifications on. You get notified about the videos that I put out, and I will be putting them out again. Some great videos coming up. Yeah, really good insight into some things you may not have thought about before. That's it for today. I will see you guys next time.